Hi guys, it's me Karen. I've come to do the second half of the owl page here. I've already painted the background black, and if you'd like to know how that's done, I'll leave a link to this side in the description box. And just to let you know, it's in the Million Owls book by Lulu Mayo. And we're going to go ahead and color in the little pieces here. Now, the little teeny tiny owls here have got these like little antennae or fluffs on their head, and I did go ahead and paint over this guy's top. So I have to add back in a few of these things, like his little feet. I left them not painted black. I should have painted over them so then I could add them in, but I wanted to show you that he does have little feet here. And the violin bow here is not painted terribly well. I'm going to be doing all these with either a gel pen or a white marker so you can see what they or where they are. The background is going to look the same as this one after it's all done coloring, and I'm going to do this side in Prismacolors. I know I did this in a different pencil set. I believe it was Polychromos, so I'm going to do this side in Prisma. The moon is going to be yellow based instead of this one that's blue. And other than that, the owls are going to be done basically in the same color scheme. And then, of course, we have some leaves here, and I will be adding in a few more clouds, like over here, so I'll be painting them. And then maybe I'll get this little spot that I missed in the other picture. So I'm going to get the camera down, and we will get started. Okay, we're going to start with the big owl here. I think I'll go ahead and start with his little bow tie. Oop, dropped one of my pencils already. Okay, we're going to do his bow tie in blues, so I've got the indigo blue, a blue slate, and a sky blue light, and we're just going to do it in those colors since they're on my desk. So this is the indigo blue. I'm just going to kind of put it down both sides of the bow tie. We're going to have a bow tie. And then in the little knot on one side. Okay, go in with the slate blue. Same on the other side. And into center knot. I hope you're all doing well. You can tell I'm mostly over my cold now, which is wonderful. Still have a bit of a barking cough, but I will try not to bark in your ear. If I do, you can always pretend I'm your puppy or something. Okay, there we go. Then we'll go back over where I want it darkest with the indigo blue again. I'm going to take it down here along his wing where there's a little bit more of a shadow. Okay, bow done. And the colors I've picked out for the owl are very similar to the colors I used on the other owl. So we have a yellow ochre, a dark brown, a chocolate, and a light umber, along with the color sand for around the cheeks. So I'm going to start around his cheek area, or chinny chin chin, and put in that color. And this is sand. Kind of go all the way up to his beak. This is just a light pressure here. And we'll come up a little here too. Okay, and we're also going to come down a little around the bow tie and towards the center of him. So we have to go in between the feathers. Just kind of bring it down to the center of his body here. Very, very light touch. And a little here between his eyes. Okay. We're going to kind of bring some color in from his sides here. So this is the yellow ochre. It's just a little bit darker than the sand we put in there. Light touch here. We're going to add in some browns up here to give him a little more roundness in his face. We're going to add some of this too on the outside here. And just bring it in and bring it up in his little cheeks that he's got open. Okay, the next color is the light umber. We're going to bring some of this in out here. Bring it in up here. And then fade it down into the other colors. And put a little of this underneath his lower beak too. We'll take the yellow ochre and blend that in a little bit better. And then bring back in the sand. Okay, I'm going to darken up his, I don't know which one's is darker here. Area out here, I'm going to bring in the chocolate. Bring it right down into the other colors, and we're going to bring the yellow ochre in a little brighter. I'm going to take in some of the dark brown. Okay, and the sand, and just kind of blend that upward. We're going to put some white and pink in his cheeks, so that's why I'm leaving that open. We're going to work going upward on his tummy area, so we're going to take in the dark brown down here on the bottom area, and just kind of lightly bring that color up a bit, up on the side. Barely any pressure on this pencil, just let the tooth of the paper take it. And go up all the way here. Okay, we'll go in with the chocolate. Again, very light pressure. And go in with the light umber. And then back in with the yellow ochre. Going over all the colors just to make sure that they have a nice blend. Still light pressure, so we're not making it too dark. Back in with the sand. Put a little bit more pressure with this pencil. We're going to go back in and darken it, so we're going to go start all over again. We'll go in with the dark brown. It's okay that I'm touching his hat, because you've put down so many layers of the other color. As long as you're using this as a light pressure, you can go in farther with it. Just on the edge is where you want to put a lot of pressure, just to define that line, and then just let it go very softly up into the other colors. You want to put a shadow under his little wing feathers, you can add that in there very gently. So you just kind of work on it until you get the right color that you want. I'm going to add in the chocolate and do the same thing. I'm going to bring that chocolate up a little further into the tummy area. And bring in the light umber. Bring in the yellow ochre. And the sand to blend it all together. Okay, and I'm going to rub it with my finger here. Just warm up that wax a little bit, because you can do that with the Prisma. And it helps blend it in. Blend some of that in with the cheeks. Okay. You can keep layering this as long as you didn't put heavy, heavy pressure on the book to begin with. I think I will add a little black down here into his tummy as soon as I find my black pencil. It's a tiny little guy in here. There we go. Alright, we're going to take it right along the base here. And just darken that up a little bit. And we'll add some up here too. All right. Now we got to put some pink in his little cheeks, and I have nectar out. So we're just going to add a little pink in here. Because he's singing his little heart out and he needs some little pink cheeks. I'll go back in with the sand. Kind of go over the pink. Bring that color outward. Okay, then we'll bring in some white. And I don't have that out either. I'm so sorry. Let's see, here we go. I'm going to go under his eye with the white and then just blend all that together. I'm putting a lot of pressure on that just to get it nicely blended. Under his eye with the white and then pull it all down. There we go. That looks cute. Alright, we gotta do his wings, and we're just going to put some of the browns coming downward and leave the tips kind of dark here. So we'll start with the tips. We'll go up with a dark brown here. Right up that side. And do that on all of them. Okay, I'm bringing up some of that really lightly into the feather. And then on the shoulder back here, we'll add some of the dark. Bring it in lightly. Okay, do the same thing on this side. A little more of that down on this side. Okay, I'm going to put some of that up on this little tuft up here too. This is all being done with the dark brown. Next color is going to be our chocolate. Just go into the tip and bring it up. Around the shoulder kind of the feather. Okay, same on the other side. go right in with the sand here and add some lightness here. Okay. Same on this side. Okay, we're going to take some white. Hopefully this will lighten that up just a bit. There we go. Okay, then we're going to go in with a little bit of the light umber. Just kind of blend that out in here. I'm going to darken it under here a little bit. And just bring that out. And under in here. We'll do a little bit on this side. This one's not as big. Okay. Let's see, his beak has got to be kind of a yellow beak. Hers is black, but if I do his black, you're not going to see a darn thing. It'll just be a big hole. So we're going to do it with a little of the orange and then come in with some of the light umber here just to darken up the corners. There we go. Okay, up here on the top, we went in with the dark brown. This is the light umber coming in next. We're also going to put a little of that down under the color, or the fluff, just to darken it, the shadow of his fluff. Okay, we'll go in with the, any other color here, yellow ochre. I am doing this in circles because this is supposed to be fluffy, and if I leave any white areas in there, it'll resemble fluff, I'm hoping. Okay, we're going to come up here. Then we'll come in with the white. I want that light on the top. Blend that just a little bit more. I want more dark in there. So the dark brown, really dark around this edge. So a lot of pressure. Tiny bit of the chocolate. Pretty heavy pressure on here too. Mostly up the sides, leaving the front here a little less covered. And there we go. Okay, we'll add a little black on that too, just to get it darker down here. And with the black, if you turn it, you'll get a sharp point and you can go over those lines a little bit. And brighten them up a little. Or add your own, depending on what you want to do. Okay. Onto the other little dudes down here. I'm going to do, I should do their hats in different colors. Yeah, we're going to start with the flowers because I need to get some flowers done. This is the black raspberry, and we're going to go around the edges of these. And there are a few of these in here. I forgot to paint something black there. I'll get it with the pencil. And you won't be able to tell. Unless you look really close. But that's okay. I'm going to go in with the raspberry. So did you all watch the Victorian Streamathon this weekend? I tried to catch as many as I could. Is that working in the yard? Nectar. Had to trim up our apple trees, pick up all the apples, and we trimmed our lilac tree. I'm going to go in with white in the center. Paper, it's hard to get the prisms to pull down like they do in other books, but I'll get it. Just add a little bit more of the black raspberry up here. Bring in the henna and pull some of that down. And then add a little white in there. We'll go in with the white gel pen too. Brighten those up a little bit. And somewhere here is my eraser, and we're just gonna touch the, well, we were, battery's dead, so we will go in with a different eraser, which is probably in this pencil case, or this pencil case. I have a couple of these on my desk. These are really handy. They're little felt pencil cases, and they have a little zipper that comes around. And I put my pencils that I'm using on a project inside of these, and anything else that I'm using to go with it. So when I have to do a part 2, I was just going to lighten the little dot in the center with this. Kind of wiggle it. It'll also get the pencil mark off the black paint that I put on. So just kind of rubbing it on the center of them, and pick up some of that pencil I put on there. There we go. Anyway, for the pencil cases, I got those off of eBay. They're really nice. I like them a lot. So that way I know what I'm using on my projects. Okay, got that little spot. We're going to do the leaves in the 3 tones of green that I like. So we're going to go with moss green, green ochre, and the putty beige. So we will go in with the moss green first. Just kind of darken them on the edge here and pull some up. I think that's supposed to be black too. Well, we will get it black. In a minute. Which means I have to put in lines for these too. I can do that with white. It's an interesting problems sometimes when you paint the background that you have to come up with. Going in with the, I should go in with the putty. Just get it out to the edges. next weekend. I think I have to get out and get all the roses done and make sure the hydrangeas are fine. Our fall is hit, so we are dropping way down in temperature. Green ochre, go back up the lines, go around any area here. So with fall, we have to make sure we get all our fertilizing done. And tie up anything that needs to be tied up or trimmed up. Then it all starts back up in February. I get the winter off, sort of. If it snows, I've got a whole heck of a lot more to do. But we'll wait for that to happen. Okay, these flowers are different, and I'm going to do them in kind of blues. They kind of remind me of moonflowers. We're going to say that. Yeah, so we're going to go in the center with the indigo and kind of pull it up on the lines. I'm hoping this is in frame. Now this one. Then bring in the slate blue. In the same pattern, just lightly, so the indigo blue gets mixed in. And then the sky blue light. Pretty hard pressure with this one, just blending all those blues. Do not go all the way to the edge. We're going to put white out there. Okay, then go in with white and just fluff around the edges. Okay. All the owls are going to be done the same as he is, so I can do another one really quick. Dark brown. A little under here on his shoulder. Tips of his wings. These guys are nice and small, so do them up really quick. Okay, go in with the next color, which is chocolate. Okay. I'm going to get a beige out for that. I'm going to find it. So, what do we got? Okay. I have ginger root and eggshell. Well, let's see. Ginger root looks a little too green. So I'm going to go eggshell. Pull that out to this guy. They're so small. And we'll do that down here. Let's get a hand up here. I almost forgot about that. Okay, I'll go in with the light umber. Okay, darken up his little hand up here. Okay, go to the faces. So go in with the sand. That down in his belly too. These guys are too small. Add in the white. Just kind of blend that in. Some white on those feathers. Give a little bit of the white on his. Okay. I'm gonna have to add in some black details on this little guy here. Just darken that area up. Make sure you can see his, I don't even know what they are, fluff balls here. This can be hard to see it there, so we might add that in a different color. Any of the details got taken away with the pencil, you can add them back in. He has little fluffs that come out, so I want to put those back in so I can see them. Okay. Well, I have that. This is supposed to be black. I don't know why they all are, but I'll have to add in there. Stems with something. Okay, moon. We're going to go to that, and we're going to just do a base coat of, and this is canary yellow, and hopefully I have enough of this. And dark on the inside, and then come out lighter. We're going to put orange in here too. So I'll do a a nice light coat of this. Careful not to go over the edges because it will show. We will go in with, and this I believe is my favorite orange, and I will have to look it up because I can't, I can give you the number if I take it out. So we're going to put the orange on this side, and then come back in and blend it with the canary yellow. Okay, I'm going to do this section and then I will do the rest of this off camera. So you kind of darken it just on the edge here, and then you just bring it up lightly to the center, and you just keep going back over it with these two colors until you get the blend you want and the color you want. And you can do it on both sides if you want orange on this side too. And then just lightly bring it down, just a light color. Blend it back in with the canary yellow. So you have more or less a yellow stripe in the middle. And if you want to add a little white in there also, just in the center. Okay, so that's how I'm going to go around and do the whole thing. And that kind of takes a lot of time. So what I'm going to do is stop the camera, finish the moon, and then hopefully we will be able to get their hats done, and then I'll put the clouds in and give it a sparkle. Okay, I got the moon more or less done. I might add a little bit of, and this is raspberry, just on the edge here. And bring it into that orange. Just in some spots, not on the whole thing, just to add a little place for your eyes to go. That's a little different. And on the very, very, very tips of the moon. So I'm going to pen this one. Kind of like that. And add some more color into that flower too. Okay. Now we have to figure out their hat colors. So we have purple on this page, so we might as well bring in some purple over here. So let's do this guy's hat in a purple. This is Parma Violet. And I'm just going to bring some of that down in here. And these are going to be simple shadings of the hats. It's got some kind of ribbon or something there, so just gonna put it kind of heavy over here, dark, and then just very lightly bring it out. Lightly down here, heavy in the corners, and then we're just going to go in with white. Start on this end and bring it over and just have that blend. Start in the middle, just so it has a nice blend for you. We're going to do one hat in blue. So let's do his hat in blue. Up here, this is the slate blue. Do the same thing, do it kind of heavy on this side. Do you watch the Emmys? I don't know if anybody watches the Emmys. This hat reminded me of that fellow who had the big hat on. It's a cool hat. I don't remember his name. I didn't watch it. I was just looking at a Facebook post, and there was this hat, and I was like, that was one cool hat. Just darkening this with the indigo. I'll take the white in and pull any of that across to the lighter side of the hat. Okay. Get this blended just a bit better. Okay. The purple hat I think needs to be a little darker, so I know I have a black grape in here too, so yep, here we go. I'll darken this up on this side. And then the white again. Okay, now we have a blue hat, purple hat, and I guess we could use a red hat. This is going to be fun. Raspberry hat. Okay, so we start off with the raspberry. That hat doesn't have a ribbon, but this one does, so we're going to give him a red ribbon here. Because, okay, we go in with the nectar. And then in with the white. And we'll throw the white on the floor because I need to find the black raspberry just to darken that hat up a little bit on this side. Okay. All right, and then we will give him a blue headband on his hat. Indigo, slate blue, and a little white. But I dropped the white on the floor. So we'll go in with sky blue if I can find it. There we go. Alright, I missed the little fluff parts of their heads, so we'll get those really quick. And they're just in the brown, so we'll go with light umber first. A little more shadow down here. I'm also going to do the umbrella. I'm just trying to finish this up for you because I want to get the background done too. It's just going to be a long video. This is an eggshell. Add that in there. Since I did those little guys in that. Okay, flute is going to be silver. So we're just going to get out a light gray. Light, what a cool gray. Where are you? Cool gray, 10%. And we're just going to go over that. And if I rough up those black lines enough, we'll get a gray coloring to that. Bring in the black. And just kind of very lightly go over some of those pieces. Awfully tiny to bring in a whole bunch of silvers to make a, or a whole bunch of grays to make a silver. Okay, good. We're gonna do the violin. He's got a bow tie too. So I'm gonna take the chocolate, go around the edges. Lightly bring that in. Do the edges as dark as I can. Okay, we're going to take the dark brown and we're going to go down below here. Bring it up to the edge. Here's a fun fact for you. I used to play the violin. I enjoyed it. It was fun. I did that back in elementary and middle school. Okay, the bow is going to stay the violin bow is going to stay the same color. His tie should probably match the ribbon in his hat, so we're going to do him in a red nectar. And I don't have any white. Unless my cat wants to give it to me. I'll bring in some of the gray. And lighten it up a little bit. Okay. The thing we don't have is his feather up here. So we will color it in the raspberry. Dark along this edge and lighter coming in. We're going to use a Posca pen on that to give it its fluffing, so I don't have to be too good at getting it gorgeous, but I want to put a little black on it just so it has some interest. All right, I'm going to take in, this is the Signo Uniball Pen, and I'm just going to hopefully pull out some feather pieces here. We can make the feathers big or as little as we want. Then we go back in when it's dry. And on any of those that we don't want, we just color over. Bring some of that onto the white and it'll turn into a nice pink. And look more feather-like. So we have the feathers there. We're going to, on every hat, go around the edge, if I can get it to work again. There we go. And put in some lines like we did on the other page. Okay, bow tie, we'll get that too. Okay, the eyes will get little dots. We're gonna kind of go up the side of his head so I can do his antenna here. We'll go on his dots. His hearts. And he has little antennas, so we'll go and draw those in. Give him white hair. And the flowers are going to have, we'll go down. And give them some dots like that. Same here. Okay. I do have to add in the veins on these, so we'll just use this pen and I'll go up and add the leaf veining here. Don't know where that one would be. Then we're going to put in some curly cues here for fun. Okay, we'll have one over here. Okay. Now we're going to paint in the clouds. So I'll get that ready. Okay, for the clouds I'm going to be using the white acrylic paint that I used on the opposite page along with this, what is it called? Sky Mist folk art paint. And I just put them on a little plastic cutting board I got at the dollar store. I'm going to dip my brush into the white and we're going to just kind of paint over this cloud. Kind of make it our own cloud. Be careful around his arm. It's the only place we have to worry about. Okay, so we get it kind of covered. Then we're going to tip it into some of the blue and make it kind of light, and then just kind of add some cloud to it, some curls. I have to see this a little bit better because I can't tell what I'm doing. Okay. So you just go in between the whites and the blues. And I have a big clump of paint there. I'm going to pretend it's part of the cloud because I'm not going to try to move it. Okay. I'm going to touch up this one I have over here because it bugged me. We're going to add another cloud up here, so we're just going to put it in, and we're just going to make a cloud. So kind of a circle, and then we'll pull it out. Another one, bring it over, pull it out. Make sure it's nice and thick on this side because it has to cover the moon. So we'll go over this one a couple times. Add a little blue in it. More white up here. And maybe a little cloud down here. My cat is yelling at me. I'm not paying attention to him. Okay, add a little blue in that one. And like I said, I'm going to come back after these have dried and add in more color because they have to cover up that paint up there. And I'll take out that little piece just because it was bothering me. Okay, so I will be back after these two dry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just let those dry, and then if I need to touch them up, I will later. What I'm going to do is show you the last part where we put the sparkles on and then a little of the stars. So I just take the white paint that I had for the clouds. I add it in with a little water, and I use my very long angled brush here, and I just kind of mix it and tap, and we get those little white dots. It gets all over everything. So if you're going to do this on a nice surface, think about putting down a cloth. I just wipe it up real quick. Just watered down acrylic, so it's okay if it goes on the other side. They need to blend together. They are done together, so might as well add a little in the corner down here too. Okay. You just do this until you think you have enough of what you want. Then we let that dry. It doesn't take long. Then we just take the same white pen. I got this all over me. Same white pen, and then we have a star at the top and the bottom here, so I don't want to repeat the same, you know, one here and one down here, so we'll try to put them in different spots. It might still be a little damp, but we'll put one right here, and I do an X. That way I don't have to try to figure out where my center point is when I put a line down it. And then just draw a line. And of course this pen is going to give me a problem. Okay, and then we'll put another one in somewhere. How about over here? So just do an X again. I want to put my hand down somewhere. And then just bring up a line. Try to get it in the center, and if you don't, well, this is time to fix it. Okay. And any other places we'll want to put some of these lines going up the side of the moon like we did on the other side. So I'll continue doing that off camera since the pen doesn't want to work right now. But other than that, it is done. So I will leave a picture at the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. The only other thing I will do off camera is touch up the violin pieces that had gotten dark. I'll do a black pencil on those if I can find my black pencil. Okay, so I'll just go over that so we can see it better. And any of his tips or anything. But other than that, it is finished. So at the end of the video, you will see it with the moon finished. And thank you very much for watching. Sorry it took a very long video. Hopefully you didn't mind. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in another video. Thank you for subscribing. Like my videos if you like them. and ring the bell if you'd like notifications. Take care, everyone. Bye now.